claim for watching the stream, there will be a coupon code that I will be telling you at the end of the stream. And please get ready to do that because there is a limited window in which you can claim your prize. There are going to be 2 different ways you can enter that code. Again, I'll tell you the code a little bit later. Hold on for that. There's the original way, which is entering the code in the coupon menu of the in-game menu, and a new procedure that will work for both Android and iOS, which is entering the coupon code on the coupon registration webpage. Please stick around for that. We will be releasing that code at the end of the stream after we show you all the cool stuff that is going to be shown in this update. And to do that, I'm going to have to bring in my friend, your friend, everyone's friend, the person who knows all about what's going to happen today, and that's CM Cage. Where is he? Where is he? There he is.
Hello, everybody. I'm right here. So just a brief moment here. So we just found out recently that there was an audio issue a little bit during Kim's segment. So let me just go ahead and double check with our take. I'm sorry, it doesn't seem like we were able to hear, but it does seem like allegedly we may have the audio issue fixed. Take, are we okay? So it seems like we're okay. So Kim, I hate you. It was a fantastic speech you gave, updating the audience of what was going on. Can
you hear me?
Oh no, we can hear you now. Everything sounds like it's fine. We apologize for that, folks. So it's the magic that works with being live. So Kim, if you can go ahead and just go ahead and give us a brief update of what of everything you just said,
buddy. That's how you know it's live, because that wouldn't have happened if it weren't live.
That's right. Let's go ahead and switch the camera back to Kim.
The whole thing? Okay, go away, Cage. We're doing a live stream. All right, everyone. I'm going to get back to what I said. I don't know what part you didn't hear, so I'm going to just do it all again. I hope you all enjoyed the v720 update, which focused on, which was inspired by Marvel Studios' Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as well as Marvel Studios' Black Widow. So thank you all for also answering the engagement questions that we were dropping earlier and will continue to drop. Please keep doing that, and Cage and I will highlight some of our best responses that we see in here. And then, so we're going to focus on the Ultimates. I feel very strange doing this all over again after I just said it, but the Ultimates is an awesome comic run. It's quite extensive, actually, but it features some of the most cosmically powerful Marvel characters defending the 616 universe and looking at major threats that may come to pass with Earth. There are a lot of cool adventures here, featuring, for instance, Galactus and the problem of Galactus. They sort of reverse what he does, which is, he's hungry. He eats the worlds. Well, what if he starts being a life bringer to worlds? Well, then that's also a problem, because what is Galactus's place in the universe at large, right? I mean, he eats worlds, but then this quells the issue of Celestials sort of populating planets with their own issues, and it's a very cool thing to think about. I love this run. I think it's a major highlight of the all new, all different Marvel time, and we also have a very interesting story with Thanos that I like quite a bit. I think Ultimates is so cool, and if you like to look at a Marvel on the cosmic level of things, definitely recommend this one. It is focused on an extremely powerful team who we will be talking about today, featuring uniforms for Blue Marvel, Captain Marvel, Quasar, America Chavez, Black Panther, and the newly added character of Spectrum, aka Monica Rambeau. She's a favorite of mine. There will be rewards in this live stream in this very episode, so please stick around for that. I will be telling you the code at the end of the stream, so please be sure to take that down and use it as soon as you can, because there's a very limited window in which you can do that. Okay, so I think that's everything I said off the top. Sorry if you've heard it twice. I don't know what you heard. I didn't even know there was an audio issue. However, let's bring him back. Cage, come back here.
Hello again, everybody.
Wow,
first off, thank you, Kim, for being a very gracious host and being able to redo that all again. I know you let your heart out and all that. But thank you for that. And also, again, always just fun to be back with you guys. It's good. Again, always great to see you, Kim, and of course the agents, for another fun and exciting upcoming update. So, folks,
yes.
With that said, we do have a lot to go through. Initially, we would have liked to do both live stream for both both content. But the team wanted to focus on doing a live stream based on the content which produces a little bit more, which you'll see with this upcoming update. So with that said, let's go ahead and start and show off our ultimate characters.
What? Wait.
Oh, they're right.
I thought we were gonna review some of the audience responses right now.
I'm sorry. You know what? You are absolutely correct, Kim.
Yes, we are. I can get one thing right today. So one of the questions we asked was, what was your favorite feature in the V720 update? Now, this is the V725 mid-month update, and it is featuring very different content. I personally was a fan, I like dance. So, of course, I was a fan of Baron Zemo.
Yeah,
Paige, did you have any thoughts on that?
Yes, actually, I think part of my favorite features from the previous update. One, I personally liked the Baron Zemo teaser. Working with the sneak peek team was coming up with a fun teaser to interact, put that into motion. In addition, just trying to come up with some different assets and videos we could use to, as you can see in the main menu, you can actually see a little bit of his dancing animation. So it's fun just being able to come up with ways to implement that into the game, and of course, make a fun teaser for that as well. So that was probably one of my favorite elements as well.
Yes, Cage getting into the inside baseball of what we do when we're not live streaming, and that's definitely a very fun part of it. I do have some responses from those of you watching right now. This player name, which I love, is called The Real Not Fake Kanye East, and they said their favorite update feature was definitely the T3 guided quest. Kanisha Surfin answered the powers, Bucky's powers were awesome. Liam Terrell answered, I like the new Captain America Falcon uniform. That's a good choice. That's an amazing choice. Yeah. Juan Sebastian Carrasco answered, my favorite feature is the rework to Falcon and his tier 3, and a thumbs up emoji.
All fantastic features.
Yeah. We also have Liam answering again in here. I guess we took two of Liam Terrell's answers. Also a fan of Yelena's Awakening. I have an answer from Luis Navarez. Falcon, Fizza for you, also said Falcon uniform. And then we have Marek Frashak. Please forgive me if I mispronounced your name. I don't know, and I apologize for that. It's definitely not intentional. Uniform for Black Panther, and then the strong emoji, strong emoji, strong emoji. So
that's, that'll be part of the upcoming update that'll be in. So yeah, we look forward to showcasing that during later on during the stream. So you'll definitely will.
So I'm just saying, maybe that's a good opportunity to get into what the new uniforms are.
That is a fantastic segue, Kim. Thank you for that. So we will go. Yeah, we will talk about the Black Panther update, but we're going to go ahead and actually move on to our first. Reintroducing the new updated character, which actually is Quasar.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and cut back to game cam. Thank you, Tech Guy, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at Quasar, aka. Do you know what her actual name is?
Avril Kincaid.
Yeah, I'm about to say big hint. It's actually right there. So we're going to go
ahead
and take
it's right there on the screen.
So of course, this is her new uniform. This is actually her classic uniform, and of course, she actually has a lot of skill enhancement, and she is a universal superhero. So before we get actually into more of her skills, let's actually do a little bit of backstory. What can you tell us about her?
She was a SHIELD agent, originally stationed in Pleasant Hill, and she was kind of, just the leader of plainclothes surveillance. I want to point out she is not a member of the Ultimates team, and we do know that, though she is a part of this update as well. And she has a lot of really cool paraphernalia, including quantum bands that draw energy from the quantum zone, and capable of various superhero feats and abilities like energy constructs, cosmic awareness, the classic flight, and energy projection. She's capable of quite a bit.
See, it sounds like a lot. So before we go into some of her active skills, let's actually go into some of the effects the developers told us about her uniform itself. So, for example, one of the items we actually have listed here actually is that her hit chain damage actually has been increased to 20% while wearing this uniform. Additionally, all damage she received has actually been reduced can actually be reduced to 30%. Some of her passive skills actually are some changes have been made for her quantum shield effect. So, in addition to her normal shield, when debuffed, all debuffs will actually be removed. Additionally, her Power of Quantum Bands passive skill has an additional ability of actually ignoring your target dodge rate by 40%. So something to look forward to. So that being said, let's move on to some of her actual skills in action.
All right.
Right,
Nice entrance.
Yep, a little graceful there. So a little tidbit regarding this. So a lot of her skills are actually the same. However, there have been some enhancement to her skills, and of course, there is an obvious new skill that has been added there as well. So go ahead and start.
Mm-hmm.
This is her basic attack. So again, a lot of her attacks are actually now energy based. We are going to start with our first skill, which is the energy kick. So go ahead and go over here, see it from this angle. So I'm actually going to go ahead and start from this angle, so you can actually, of course, see when she does her attack, the attacks continue going, penetrating through, and this has additional stun damage, and of course, it does energy damage as well.
Nice.
Moving on to skill 2, again, not a new skill, however, the new little effect is that it actually removes your enemy's buffs. And again, of course, we all love our stun. Skill number 3 is the Quantum Portal. Yes, added effects for this is that it actually penetrates your enemy's defense while also granting you a little bit of HP recovery.
Nice, like that.
All right, we're going to check out skill 4, which is the Big Bang. Take a look at that again. I'm actually going to correct myself. So skill 4 actually for the Big Bang actually is the skill that actually penetrates your enemy's defense while granting HP recovery. We're going to go back to show skills 3, which is the Quantum Portal, actually grants causes a paralysis, while also decreasing your enemy's defense. So a little correction there. I'm actually going to go ahead and move on to these guys over here for her
Well, that is a good time to point out, actually, something we forgot to say earlier, which is this is not the final build, and some numbers may change from between now and between you get to have it in your hands.
That's right. So we're going to go ahead and restart again for her 5th skill, which is the Pouring Light. So here, added effects, foes are silenced, while also true damage is also being accumulated, while also granting you brief, and I believe we currently have invincibility. One more time, let's see it. As you can see in that initial attack, enemies are actually silenced. And of course, we're going to go ahead and move on to the newly added skill, which is her Awakening skill, which is the Quantum Impact.
Nice. Here comes some friends.
Of course, she calls on Spectrum and America Chavez for help. And she does additional things such as removing buffs and also removing any enemy debuffs, while also increasing your overall skill stats. Take a look at that skill one more time.
Wow, blink and you'll miss it. The friend entry.
And she flies right back in. Yep, there's many more skills to be added in that will be in that skill as well. So definitely be sure to take a look at that when the build goes live. So. Also, the developers are actually helpful enough to grant us some additional insight. So, according to our developers, they say the number of hits for her skills have actually been increased. Additionally, it has been her skills 3, 4, and 5 can be improved and also canceled. So that let's take a look at that again. Yes, I'm reading directly from the notes. So some of the writing here isn't exactly proficient. Let me try that one more time. Take a look at some of her skills. So, in addition. Skills 3, 4, and 5 can actually be canceled whenever you want. So basically, the effects that happen with those skills can be stacked. And the recommended skill combo is 3, cancel, 4, cancel, and 5. And that does it for Quasar. So what are some final thoughts we have for this character? Do we have any feedback from the audience?
Yeah, there are some notes from those of you watching us. And yeah, we do look at these. Maron Choco says, love the space effect. Danilo Cesar Ribeiro says, beautiful. Rob Costa says, finally, after years, Bazar, B-A-E.
Actually, it has been quite some time since Quasar actually has been even received an update. So we're definitely happy that, we're sure many fans are happy that she's actually finally received an update. So we're going to go ahead and move on to a highly anticipated character, which is Captain Marvel's new update. So let's take a look. All right, so we have Captain Marvel here in her last Avenger uniform. In this uniform, she actually has been granted 3 new skills, in addition to like a tiny little unique tidbit here as well. But before I get into it, let's go ahead and actually talk into her backstory, which actually because what makes her interesting is actually she is a universal supervillain. So Kim, what can you tell us about her?
Well, we've always trusted and loved Captain Marvel for being so heroic, a stalwart protector of Earth, but now in this version, the last Avenger, she is fighting and killing the Avengers, or that is her mission, to kill the Avengers. She has gone dark. She is so powerful. It's very scary. What does it mean for Carol? What does it mean for the world? Well, the answers are in a comic that is Captain Marvel Volume 10, issue 12.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scary eventuality or thought. I am personally a little bit scared and upset, but you know.
Well, definitely, she's definitely not an enemy you want to have. That's definitely for sure.
No, I'm over. What are you gonna do?
So we're going to go ahead and talk about some of her passive effects. So starting with her uniform, damage to the supervillain faction actually has been increased 50%, while also damage received by the supervillain faction has been decreased by 50%, and all damage received can actually be decreased by 40%. For her passive skills, the Absorb Energy skill, her all defense has been increased to 35%, while of course also granting her super armor. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and actually seeing those skills on the field.
All right.
So as I said before, she actually has 3 new skills that come with this uniform. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is skill number 1, and this is the excuse me, this is the Photon Cannon Burn. Let's take a look at that again. So as you can see, she does her signature pose there. Foes are actually silenced. Not only that, they're actually silenced. Also, it increases her overall. Sorry, notes are here aren't exactly. Actually, like I said, a lot of these notes we actually see towards the end. So a lot of these notes are actually updated as we go. So sorry about that. So once again, her Photon Cannon Burn actually, again, you do see silence. Also does burn damage, while also causing enemies to have an 80% chance to miss their attacks. So we've seen enough of the first skill. Let's move on to skill number 2. Skill number 2 is the Last Avenger Smash. That was a terrible angle. Let's go ahead and see it from this angle right here. I like that you actually see her emblem there.
That part was cool.
So of course, this attack paralyzes foes while granting 20% buff for your all attack. Nice. Moving on to skill 3. Skill 3 isn't a new skill. This is the Ace Bomber. However, an additional effect is that it actually incapacitates foes and causes a decrease in defense attack. It decreases your enemy's defense.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the skill can be seen from her previous uniforms. Moving on to skill number 5. Skill number 4. Again, not a new attack. This is the Photon Combo. Again, added effects, it incapacitates foes, also causing fracture, which decreases your enemy's attack. Take a look at it one more time. Everything just looks, even though it's not a new skill, it still looks cool just wearing that uniform alone.
Mm-hmm.
I can move on to these guys over here. This is the 5th skill. This is a new skill. This is the Photon... I'm sorry, not even Photon. The Ultimate Photon Blast. Let's take a look.
Nice.
It's a massive attack. Take a look at it again. So again, this is a burning attack which incapacitates foes while increasing your all attack and defense by 30%. So my ultimate skill is ready. So for her T3, we're going to take a look at it. So again, this isn't necessarily a new skill, but we just received a word from our developers that actually the ultimate skill actually will be enhanced while wearing this uniform. We don't have the exact stats for this, for exactly how it will be improved. Just know that while wearing this uniform, this attack will be enhanced. So you can look forward to that when the patch notes go live.
Very good.
According to our developers, their notes say that it'll be good to gather enemies after using skills 1 and 2. For example, I take a look. So as you can see, all the skills are enemies are actually gathered together. So using skills 1 and 2, you can actually use this to, bind enemies together in a group so you can deliver your ultimate attack. The recommended skill combo is 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. Let's go ahead and give that a try. I'm gonna reset this here. Take a look. These skills 2, 5, 4. Use skills 3. And then we're going to conclude it with 1. Alright. Now, is this skill actually helpful? Who knows? We will look forward to seeing you guys and seeing what you guys have to say. And that does it for Captain Marvel. What do our players have to say?
All right. Max Marvel says Captain Marvel looks sick. That's the way he wrote it. I'm not adding inflection. Emma Frost says she looks cool. I don't think that's the real Emma Frost, but I appreciate the cool pun with Frost. Richard Gonzalez says Captain God. Arshak Nasir says Captain Marvel looks dope. Yeah! And again, I'm pronouncing it the way it's written down. So,
That's fine. I'm sure the players will understand. All right, and that does it for Captain Marvel. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next one, and that is America Javits.
That's right.
So America Chavez, again, similar to Quasar, she doesn't have too many new skills, aside from just one additional skill, which we'll show, but a lot of her skills have actually been enhanced. And of course, she is a combat superhero. So this is her new uniform. This is her classic uniform. Kim, why don't you share to the audience what we know about America Chavez?
All right. Well, this is her classic uniform. So we're going off of her classic story. So she, of course, has the superhuman strength, durability. She can fly. She can... Different from those, she can kick open star-shaped holes in reality, allowing her and her teammates to travel through the multiverse and into other realities, which makes her a star member of the Ultimates.
Well played.
Because of her multiversal abilities. It's amazing.
All right, fitting name for America Chavez. Let's take a look. So for starters, for effects that come with this uniform, your max HP is actually automatically increased to 15%, while damage from reflected attacks will be decreased by 50%. And not only that, she can actually reflect all attacks. Pretty handy. For her passive skills have actually been enhanced as well. Her interdimensional traveler skill, her critical rate is given a 25% increase, while also being able to ignore target dodge rate by 30%. And then lastly, her passive skill, Power of the Utopian Parallel, will be granted super armor, while also her all defense stat has been changed from 25 to 50%, and physical damage received has been decreased from 50 to 60%. With that said, we are going to move on to see those active skills.
All right.
Exciting. Let's take a look. So again, not all these skills are necessarily new, but they have some added effects. Starting with skill number 1, we have Stars and Stripes, which has an added stun effect, because what's a skill without having stun?
The stars went around their heads, which is very on point for her.
So what I'm currently doing now is skill number 2, which is a smash kick. Again, stun, can't go wrong. Move on to these guys over here for skill number 3, which is the shoulder charge. Again, stun, of course, been there, done that, but this added skill actually can incapacitate foes while also still granting damage immunity. This is skill number 4, which is the dimension drop. It's a cool looking skill, so we're going to do it again. So as you can see here, not only does it cause silence, it also decreases your enemy's defense, while also granting you HP recovery, and if that wasn't enough, it gives you a plus 50% buff for your all attack. This is skill number 5, a pretty cool looking skill. This is the Star Shower. Take a look at that one more time. Let's do these guys over here. She dashes in, back and forth, and as you see here, it actually penetrates your enemy's defense while adding an overall buff to your overall stats, such as your attack, defense, and speed. Now again, these are all attacks you guys seen before, so we're going to go ahead and show her ultimate awakening skill.
Boom!
All right, take a look at it one more time. All right, so here you can see, of course, Spectrum and Quasar kind of join in and help provide continual shock damage, while also increasing your overall critical stats in addition to your attack and defense buffs, and also so many more, so you guys can look forward to that. So moving on to the developer notes, they say the number of hits for all their skills have actually been increased. They also recommend using skill number 3, as this can attack enemies who are actually in the ignore targeting state. So look forward to that. The recommended skill combo is 4 cancel after the final punch, 5, and then 3. And that does it for
Nice.
America Chavez. So actually going to go ahead and move on to the next character, which is Black Panther.
Yeah. Nope. We're getting there.
All right. So as you can see, these are some of the new characters. I hope you are excited because there's so much more we have to get through. So we're going to look at Black Panther in this new uniform. So Black Panther, unlike the similar characters, the previous characters, he actually has all 5 new skills. And just not only that, his TP has actually been given an enhancement as well. But we'll go into more of that.
Very good. And he is wearing an original uniform here.
That's right. So if you don't recognize, that's because it's completely new. So going into some of the new skills that come from the developer notes here, with his new uniform, he actually has been granted super armor, and his overall defense has actually been increased by 50%. His passive skills, such as Royal Immunity, provides guaranteed critical rate by up to 50%, and skill damage has been changed from 20% to 30%, with bonus damage has been changed from 10% to 20%.
Nice.
Next up, we have his Predator Frenzy passive skill, which causes critical damage to be increased by 15% with a 100% chance for an increased critical damage to 10% on critical attacks.
Very good.
So that's all fine and dandy, but let's see how those skills look on the field.
Yeah.
All right, we're good to go. Wakanda forever, everybody. Let's move on.
Yes, forever.
All right, this is skill number 1. Take a look at it again. All right, again, these are all new skills. So skill number 1 is referred to as the Beast Claw. It's an attack that causes stun. Again, you know, we've already seen stun, but of course it causes bleeding as well. Moving on to skill number 2.
I like that slow-mo.
Move on to this group here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Stealth Slash. Make sure I have these notes correct. This attack, again, not only does it stun foes, but of course, again, leaves them to bleed. He dashes back and forth, getting a large group of enemies. And use the next skill over here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, skill 3. We have the Panther Pursuit. Not only does this... So this skill actually will guard against several hits made by the enemy while also accumulating true damage. Let's take a look at this again.
Wow.
This attack also causes enemies to be pushed back pretty far. I'm gonna get these guys over here and make sure they're not feeling lonely. Moving on to skill 4, which is the Shadow Dance Raid.
Whoa.
Let's try that one one more time just to see. So as you can see, he attacks, disappears, reappears to and fro, and he does his attack. One more time.
Whoa, where is he? He's everywhere. That's the answer.
So overall, this attack just simply not only does it do a good amount of damage, but also increases your overall attack and defense by 40%. Right, moving on, skill number 5. Devastating.
Whoa. Whoa.
This is skill 5, which is the Noble Judgment. This attack also increases your attack and defense by 30% while granting you damage immunity. One more time.
Nice.
Alright, we're going to T3 as well. So the T3 skill animation, actually, again, similar to Captain Marvel, it has, it is still the same, but however, it has a tiny little enhanced effect. We don't have too much details on that just yet, so I look forward to it in the actual patch notes. According to the developers in their handy notes, they say the additional hit on the 4th skill is activated even if other skills are used. So it is recommended to use this skill recommended to use the following skills in this order. They say 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5, or if you so choose, 3, 4, and then conclude it with your ultimate T3 skill. And that does it for Black Panther. Long live the King.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but people are into Black Panther.
I can tell.
Long live the King. Long may he reign, because everyone that I've read so far is into this. Les Do says, y'all, let's take a moment to be happy for Black Panther and Blue Marvel. Absolutely. John Matthew Miklot says, Black Panther, baby, let's go. Radithia Demas says, yo, BP uniform is sick. Moonbro says Black Panther looks very heavy metal. Ion says, oh, sheesh. Black Panther look so dope. I love him. I'm just reading what I see, okay? Lloyd Martin says Black Panther is looking dope. Mark Smoker says, all I care about is that cape. It's so nice. And Marone Choco says, never seen this uniform before. That's nice.
That's good, because again, it is a new uniform. It was definitely interesting going through the comments and seeing the update, because there haven't been any updates. People have been hoping for Black Panther to be updated. It always broke my heart, because knowing that Black Panther would receive an update at a later time, and finally just happy to see, working on the teaser and being able to finally announce to the world, hey, Black Panther is receiving an update, and we're sure you guys will enjoy it. So we look forward to seeing more of what you guys have to say later on. Gotta get that Wakanda forever going.
Seeing him just makes me smile.
Of course. It makes everybody smile. I hope it makes everybody smile. That said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, which again is a highly anticipated character, and that is the update for Blue Marvel.
All right.
So this is Blue Marvel in his classic uniform, given 3 new skills, and of course is a universal superhero. So for those of you who don't know Blue Marvel, Kim, why don't you go ahead and share what people need to know?
Blue Marvel, aka Adam Brashear, is a very decorated person, being that he is a veteran, he is a football player, he is an Ivy League educated doctor and forefront of many scientific ventures, to the point where he was working on an antimatter machine and was involved in an accident, like you do, and that imbued him
As most
with
heroes
several
start.
powers. It happens. And thus he has many powers involving antimatter, including antimatter energy absorption, physiology, of course, superhuman strength, invulnerability, antimatter manipulation. He can send
The
out
list goes
concussive
on.
force bolts, stun bolts, energy pulses. He has longevity. He ages very slow. He's from the 60s, my friend.
Oh.
And he has very high mental perception and hypercosmic awareness. He is very well equipped to be part of a team called the Ultimates.
What skill? Tell me, what skill doesn't he have?
He can't make a grilled cheese sandwich, as far as I know, but maybe he can. It's just not written here.
Who knows?
Truly, who knows?
So we're going to go ahead into actually his uniform skills. So as part of his new uniform, the developers tell us that his all resistance stats are increased by 30%. Damage dealt to enemies with the remove all debuff effect are given 30% more damage. And of course, damage dealt to enemies that are under the effect of Purify are given 30% more damage. Like I said, so earlier I mentioned he has 3 new skills, so we're going to go ahead and actually take a look.
All right. Love a good entrance.
All right, moving on. So skill number
Love
1
a good
is Marvel
superhero pose.
Explosion. So again, those of you who are fans of Blue Marvel know this isn't a new skill. It just has a couple added effects, such as being able to paralyze. So maybe just one effect. This poor enemy's had enough. We're going to go ahead and move over here.
I love that glide.
Moving
In his
on,
movement.
skill number 2. Skill number 2 is the Slashing Shockwave, which causes everyone's favorite, stun.
Yeah, stunning.
Right, skill number 3, again, this is a new skill. This is the Galaxy Explosion. Let's take a look. Try it again. Of course, it hits the ground, causes a shockwave, causing enemies to be stunned and silenced, also grouping enemies together as well. And of course, added effect is actually, so yeah, a couple additional notes that the developers just recently sent to us. So not only does this attack actually provide, I use the word actually a lot, this attack will provide HP recovery, will also adds a new mockery effect, which actually removes debuffs.
Actually, you do.
Actually, yes.
But that's okay. Actually, it's actual.
Moving on to skill number 4. Skill number 4 is the Blue Annihilation. So this attack will look familiar. With one added, this attack has one added change. So the animation is similar to the previous attack, which is the Magnificent Beam. However, players can actually move around using the V-pad here. So you can do your attack and move around at the same time. Very useful. Right, any added effects as well. Of course, it's actually one fun. I'm going to start making a counter every time I use that word. So for this attack will actually provide brief invincibility, while also granting you 100% buff to your next attack. Moving on to skill number 5.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let's put this in a situation where a group can be involved.
Nice.
This is again not a new skill. This is the Antimatter Burst, but it can now penetrate. It can now incapacitate foes, or basically remove an enemy buffs, while providing an all attack of increase of 40% and increasing your overall defense by 35%. Now, again, many of you have seen this skill, so we're going to go ahead and move on and show you the skill you've been waiting for, which is the T3. Nice. This is the Cosmic Break. The Cosmic Break ignores 10% of the enemy's target defense. Not only that, of your target's defense, while your dodge rate actually increases to 100%, and the next attack is increased by 100%.
All right, very good.
I just wanted to do this skill one more time.
Yeah, like you do.
Yeah, perfect. So the developers have provided us their notes. They say the uniform effect increases the damage dealt to enemies with the purification effect, and allies with the mocking effect, which is new, causes your enemy's debuffs to be removed, or your enemy's buffs to be removed. Skill 3 prevents enemies from using a specific type of defense, such as invincibility, damage immunity, shield, etc., properly. So expect them to be very helpful during PvP game modes. And then finally, skills 3 and 5 can actually be stacked. It is recommended to use these skills after using skills 3 and 5. As a result, the recommended skill combo is 3 cancel, 5 cancel, skill 4, or you can choose to end it with your ultimate skill. So what do we have to say about Blue Marvel?
Well, we have quite a bit to say. Let's see. Neil Verone says, hell yeah, Blue Marvel. Again, not my words. Zen Gaming says, go, go, Blue, my boy. And a lot of blue heart emojis. Yuan Salva says, Blue Marvel looks hot. Just pointing out facts. Jamie Johnson says, Blue Marvel is about to be the man. Taekwon Brown says in the comics, he knocked Sentry out cold into orbit, not even trying, just, showing off a little comics knowledge right there. And then Dude Panther Zero says, Blue Marvel is awesome, all caps. I used my 6-year anniversary 6-star on Blue Marvel, so
nice.
Worth it.
Head of the game.
Yeah, very good.
So that does it for Blue Marvel. So now we're going to move on to our new character segment, where we introduce a new character. And that new character is one many players have been waiting for a long time, especially ever since WandaVision, and that is Monica Rambo herself, Spectrum. So Kim, what can you tell us for Spectrum?
Well, Spectrum is beloved by me, Kim, but also due to bombardment from extra-dimensional energies, Rambo can transform herself into any form of energy within the electromagnetic spectrum. She can control visible light, cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, electricity, infrared, microwaves, radio waves, neutrinos. It goes on, it goes on, it goes on. She can assume energy form. She has at times gone by the moniker Captain Marvel. That is how powerful she is.
That's also a lot of skills. So of course she is a blast superhero. So a little bit tidbit. Of course, all her skills are energy based. Talking about her passive skills first. So her leader skill, which is energy form, allies are given a plus 36% damage. Also, allies that are on the same side will be given the ability to will be able to ignore your target's dodge rate by 36%. For her T1 skill, the energy conversion, her all attack and defense are given a 20% increase with a 100% chance to dodge physical attacks. So that's interesting. So let's go ahead and see. Nice, fantastic dynamic entrance there. So this is how her basic attacks look. Gives it like a 1-2 punch and a blast. Nice. Let's check out skill 1. So again, these are all energy-based attacks. Take a look at it again because it goes pretty fast. So yeah, I love my personal favorite thing about this is that all her attacks are light-based. So this is the Spectrum Dash. This is a sudden attack which can actually cause enemies to miss 70% of their next attack. Pretty sweet.
I love how bright these attacks are.
This is skill number 2. We'll visit these guys here. Nice. This is the Energy Blast, which causes actually shock damage, while again causing enemies to miss 70% of their next attack. Move on over here for skill number 3.
Ooh.
Let's warm up again. This is the Crossbuster. So you're going to use this attack to increase your overall HP while gaining invincibility and accumulating true damage.
Wow.
Moving on for skill number 4, which is the Electric Discharge. So of course, as the name implies, with the Electric Discharge attack, you are going to cause shock damage. In addition to that, your foes will be incapacitated while actually lowering your enemy's defense.
Nice.
We're going to move on to skill number 5, which is the Solar Shockwave. That's actually a pretty massive attack, actually. Once again, this is the Solar Shockwave. This is a paralyzing attack, which will cause enemies to miss a percentage. It hasn't been clear what, but actually cause enemies to miss a percentage of their next attack. This attack can also be used to penetrate your enemy's defense, and also causes the enemies to separate a bit more as well. Nice. So it's a nice little hopeful attack to actually send enemies further back. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the skill everyone wants to see, which is her 6th Awakening skill. America Chavez comes in and helps out.
Nice, nice.
This
Gotta help your teammate.
The ultimate finisher for that attack. We'll do it one more time over here. So as she's doing that attack, again, America Chavez comes in along with Quasar to help out. And this is the Plasma Strike. You can use this skill to lower your enemy's defense while increasing your overall stats while causing enemies to miss up to 80% of their following attack.
Very
Look at
nice.
it one more time.
One more time.
We'll see what the developers have to say. They say that when attacked by enemies, you can avoid physical attack for a certain period of time. Her tier 2 skill actually has an energy damage reduction rate, so this allows her to have good survivability. Even if you cancel using skills 3, 4, and 5, you can continue to inflict damage to the enemy. She also has the ability to deal damage to enemies with critical hits. Recommended skill combo is skill 3, cancel after the explosion, 4 cancel, and follow it up with 5. So this is a new character. We know we're sure plenty of people have a lot to say about it. What are our players saying?
Well, they got a lot of things to say. Let's pull them up right now. Okay. Clock Rabbit showing off some more comics knowledge. She used to lead the Avengers, you know. Dude Panther Zero says, finally, I've waited for Spectrum for so long. Carl Brian Yabut says, Spectrum, let's go. Key Bronx Philly says, yes, Monica. And Christopher J.S. Lee says, ooh, I love the coat. I do too.
I am jelly for that coat, though. And that does it for the new characters.
Very good.
And there you go. Those are our updated characters and our new character.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Cage. Let's go back to our other question that I think we might be more apt to answer now, which is, which Ultimates character are you looking forward to the most? And I think it's your turn to go first.
My turn to go first. Well, definitely I would have to say Spectrum is my 100% my new fave. I like the ability of just causing enemies to I love the blinding effect. I love the fact that also you can have enemies when they attack you, the physical attack, you actually have the ability to actually be to dodge. She has a natural ability to dodge physical attacks, which is also a cool effect as well.
Very good. Well, I'm also a fan of Spectrum, as you may have picked up. I just adore. I love seeing Tiana Paris bring her to life in WandaVision, and it's exciting to see her in the game here. Also very excited for Black Panther. There's a lot of good stuff coming.
That's right.
But going to what the audience has to say, let's see. Sunny Does Randoms says, Evil Captain Marvel, all caps. Let's see. I read that one already in the Black Panther one. Jonathan Omar Gutierrez Rodriguez says, I am here for Monica. Lorenzo Luna says, America Chavez. Yes. And we have another comment on Evil Captain Marvel from CJ the Gamer. Evil Captain Marvel, finally. Again, I read it how I think they wrote it right there. Vinoth Kumar also says, waiting for Captain Marvel villain uniform. You guys are just gung-ho about Evil Captain Marvel, as you so call her, but
they have been.
It hurts my heart.
We reviewed many of the comments after the initial trailer went out, and we have to say we are very happy about the fact that many people were anticipating for Black Panther. A lot of good positive feedback for Captain Marvel, and of course Blue Marvel receiving an update has also been a long-awaited update. So we're definitely happy to please many fans with this update. As we said, there was, this, if we're going to do an update, we know this was going to be the one we wanted to showcase. So we're happy to be able to show this to everybody.
All right. Well, that's important. Me being scared of Captain Marvel gone wrong is very minimal compared to what everyone else would like to see. All right. Well, the time has come, everyone. It is the end of the stream, but there's one good thing that comes with it, which is I'm going to tell you the coupon that you can use to claim a reward for watching the stream. Now that you've watched it. Can I have this
coupon too?
I don't know about that actually.
Oh.
But sure. Yeah? Can we? All right. We'll decide later. But for everyone who's not Cage, the coupon is called Ultimates. That's it. It doesn't matter if you do all lowercase or, capital U. It's Ultimates because this team is Ultimates. So ULTIMATES. Standard spelling, Ultimates. Capitalize it, don't capitalize it, up to you. It will still
caps
work.
Don't matter. Okay.
Unlike in where Captain America and Captain Marvel, caps don't matter here. The validity period is right now through 7 p.m. Pacific time. Now keep in mind, that is less than 2 hours. That window will close. So please get to it as soon as you can. Again, coupon Ultimates. So punch in that code. There are 2 ways that you can do this. There's the original way, which is entering the code in the coupon menu of the in-game setting menu. And there's a new procedure for Android and iOS. Enter the coupon code on the coupon registration webpage. Again, Ultimates. Ultimates. I just have to keep saying it until you're sick of me here saying it because I want you to get that prize. It is a 5-star hero chest.
Just to be clear, the password is Ultimates?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's for anyone except Cage.
Oh. Well, folks, we're certainly happy that you're able to join us during the stream. Again, for all updates regarding the upcoming features, stay tuned to the forum, stay tuned to Facebook and Twitter. So look forward to those patch notes. We'll, of course, you can find us, of course, on, as I just said, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we look forward to seeing more of what you guys have to say for the upcoming updates. So you guys can look forward to that real soon.
Yes. So thank you all for joining us here today. Thank you for joining us for the Ultimates mid-month update featuring an awesome team of very high-level characters, very exciting characters. Please go get that coupon code. Get that in as soon as you can. I cannot stress that enough. The window will close. Please go do that. But thank you all for joining today and giving us your awesome responses to our questions that we shared with the chat. Thank you all so much, and we will see you next time. Take care, everyone.
Agents. Bye-bye.
Bye.